All right, guys, today we're gonna be organizing and we're gonna be decluttering some old expired makeup. I'm gonna be also donating some things that are lightly used or things that I just don't wanna use anymore. I actually had a much bigger vanity, so I had to get rid of some makeup, but I still have a lot to get rid of. I wanna put new makeup. Let's get into it. We're gonna clean, we're gonna organize, we're gonna take care of all of this stuff. I'm gonna be keeping these two sunscreens. These are my favorite sunscreens ever. Never going back to anything but Korean sunscreen. Nude Mood palette. This is a classic. I carry this every day with me, so I am keeping that one. Primer from Milani. I haven't used this in a long time, but I am going to keep this one. Pretty Fresh foundation. This one's expired. I am going to get rid of that one. This one I absolutely love from Rare Beauty. Definitely keeping the L'Oreal Nude True Match. I actually bought this recently. Also bought the Maybelline Superstay. I'm absolutely keeping these. Elf Halo Glow. I love this stuff, so I am keeping that. This is old and I love this concealer so much. I'm actually gonna get myself a new one. I have two of the Rare Beauty foundations and I'm trying to use them up, so I am gonna keep them. This is my favorite foundation. I never reach for this. I'm not into mineral sunscreens. I really do like this one, so I am gonna keep using that one. This is my favorite primer. It is so glidey and so beautiful. I got two for the price of one during Ulta sales. I love this one, but it's so much lighter. Back in the day when I was like a phantom ghost, doesn't match my skin tone anymore because I've been running, so I'm a little tan. The Double Wear foundation, I love this one, but it is very old and it's like broken here, the glass. I think that's a hazard. I do use this every single day, so I am almost running out. I'm gonna get a new bottle. I repurchased this at least 10 times over the past few years. I wanna use this one more often, but I have so many of the other primers. I do love this one though, so I am gonna keep it. UV sunscreen. This is what I use every day to run, so I am gonna keep that. This Bye Bye oil-free foundation, I really wanted to love this, but it's too matte. Hello, it says matte there. Why am I like complaining? I was living for this for a moment and I just stopped using it because the Rare Beauty one replaced this one. I feel like it's too oily for me, so I am gonna skip out on that one. I just don't love the wand in this one. It's just like the weirdest flat wand, and it just doesn't glide the concealer on very good, and it doesn't cover as much as I want it to cover. This Perfect and Conceal Milani concealer, I do really like this one. Best to blend it with the brush, so I'm gonna continue using that one. Wet n Wild, this is something new that I purchased and I do really like this one. Summer Fridays, of course we're gonna keep this. This is new and it doesn't belong in this drawer. This I've only used maybe once. I really wish they came out with one that doesn't glow, so I'll keep that one. The Rare Beauty concealer, I actually really do enjoy this one, so I am gonna keep that. I keep this because this is like a new one. Beauty Flower Butter Bitter. I do use this powder to set my under eyes and it's very nice and brightening, so I'm gonna keep that. This is my everyday favorite powder to use all over my face. This is just a very beautiful, subtly glowy powder and it's just not drying for your face, so I'm keeping that one. Makeup by Mario Mattes palette. Absolutely keeping this one. I've used this over the past 3 years. It's easy to use. Morphe by Jaclyn Divine Neutrals palette is very pretty, perfect everyday palette, so I am going to keep this one. Got some random gems here from my Taylor Swift concert, and I am going to keep that one because I'm going to continue going to anything Taylor Swift related. Next drawer, this is my face bronzers, highlights area. One of my favorite bronzers ever. I am keeping that one. Love this one. This is new, so I am keeping that. I really like this one, but I barely reach for it. This one I am donating. This one's a classic, but I've had it for so many years. It's just such a pretty, very subtly glow, so I am keeping that one. This, I never reach for it ever, so I am giving this one away. This Wet n Wild highlight is stunning, but I never reach for it. And I used to love extremely glowy moments back in the day. I am giving that away. This is a Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I always buy the small ones and I end up running out of like 10 of these. Am keeping this one. I don't know, I'm not obsessed with it. It doesn't really do anything for me, so I am gonna give this one away. As much as I love this blush and it's one of my favorite ones, I am gonna give it away just because I have other blushes and I don't have space. So old, but I could never give it up. I'm gonna continue using this for the rest of my life. CoverGirl True Blend So Flushed bronzer. I don't reach for this ever. It's a slight shimmery bronzer. This one's old, so I'm just gonna toss this one out. This cream bronzer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I was obsessed with this at some point. Too warm for me actually, but I am gonna continue using it just because it's Anastasia Beverly Hills. Absolutely keeping this one as my favorite ever from Rare Beauty. Wet n Wild Nudist Society. This was one of my popular blushes back in the day. I'm gonna give this one away because I do have other blushes. I really wanted to love this, but it just doesn't do anything good for me. I've only tried it once. I'm gonna continue using it just because of the hype, but let's see. If I don't end up liking it after a few times, I'm giving it up. I love this. I tried it once and it is so good, so I am keeping this one. Okay, this one from Makeup Geek. I never end up reaching for this one. It is very, very pretty, very pigmented, so I am giving this one away. I don't have the brows for this. I have 2009 brows. I've only used it a few times, so this one I am either giving it away or tossing it out. This one from Physicians Formula. It is a stunning, beautiful peachy blush, and I absolutely use this as a topper on top of my blushes, so I will keep that one. Love Merit Beauty blushes. This one's a little bit more berry, and this one's like peachy. This one's new. Essence Baby Got Blush, so I am gonna keep this one. I love this Rare Beauty blush, so I will keep this one. And this is like my favorite blush ever from Rare Beauty, Nearly Apricot. I am gonna keep using these. I've used 2 of these up already, and I just love this color. I am definitely gonna keep this one. Wet n Wild. This is the best highlight in the drugstore. L'Oreal Infallible Blush. I love this, but it is just too pigmented. It's too dark for me, so I want to maybe give this away. Bronzer from Jaclyn Hill. Good bronzer. It's a good one. I'm gonna give this one up because I just don't reach for it as often as I want to. This Milani Luminoso has been around for like 15 years, and this is a classic. I'm always gonna keep this. This is a good topper. City Bronzer from Maybelline. I have so many other bronzers, but I love this, so I'm keeping it. One of my favorite drugstore highlights ever, but this has been around for a long time in my drawer, so I'm gonna throw this one out, and I've used it quite a lot. This e.l.f. highlight, I've never reached for it, so I am giving this one up. Like, I've used it maybe once. This Milani Romantic Rose Blush has gone through it. I will still use this because it's such a beautiful rosy color, so I'm gonna keep that one. This was like my everyday blush when I had no makeup vanities. I am gonna keep it because it is extremely beautiful, extremely blendable. I just feel like it's taking up too much space in my vanity. They're very beautiful, but I feel like these could be given away to someone that could probably use them more often. It is very pretty though. Burt's Bees Cinnamon, Toasted Cinnamon. I'm gonna keep this one for sure. Pure Essence. This one is like an angelic highlight. I will definitely keep that one. This Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush has been around in my vanity for a long time. I do really like it, but I have other blushes and it's just taking up space, so I'm gonna give that one away. Silky Matte Suntan Bronzer. It is really pretty. I gotta start using this one again, so I am gonna keep that. I love this. This is a new one. It is very pigmented, very creamy, literally like high-end or better. Love Merit Beauty. I want to just start using it more often. You know those like natural minimalist people? I'm not that person, but I want to be. So I am going to keep that. I like this. I enjoyed it for a long time, but it's just sitting in my vanity, so I'm going to give this one away. e.l.f. Bite Size Shadows. I absolutely love this one. This is what I use for my inner corner highlight. There is no better inner corner highlight than this color right there. Best inner corner highlight. The lighting sucks. Keeping this one. Giving this one up because I just don't reach for it. I'm gonna give this one up though because I have a lot of other eyeshadow palettes. The Glow Wand from e.l.f. I am keeping this. This is new. This is also new. Beautiful mauve-y purple. I will keep that one. This Super Dewy from Revolution blush. I don't think it does a lot for me, but I am gonna keep it just because it is new and I wanna try it out a couple more times. I prefer a Brow Wiz or the definer than this, so I am gonna toss this out. Okay, so we've made some space. It looks much more organized. Got my blushes on this side. I got highlights here on this side. Cream blushes all here. A little Rare Beauty corner here and just random other stuff, but much more organized, much nicer. We got our lip drawer slash no sé qué. This is like a weird drawer. Random Q-tips I actually never use, so I'm gonna take this out so I can have more space. Oh, wait, oh my God, here goes my light. This is a vitamin C serum. This is like a primer moisturizer. I love this. I'm gonna keep it. So these Glamnetic lashes, I like them. I'm not into lashes. I don't know, I'm not into falsies. Is it weird? Way too sticky for me, so I'm giving these away. This one here from ColourPop. This is one of their like tinted lip balms. I really do like this one. This matte Superstay ink. As much as I love this formula, I don't love the shade. I am gonna give this one away. These Jaclyn Hill nude lipsticks, liquid ones. I really do love these. I love the formula, so I am keeping all of these. I just got this one and it's really pretty. It gives you a nice blotted lip moment. This one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's way too nude for me. I look like a ghost, so I'm gonna give this one away. I just fell in love with the formula of these because it's literal like a tattoo, but this shade is just like not my shade. When you apply them, they're just darker than what it shows in the bottle, so I'm giving this one away. I do use these for my chapped lips, so I'm gonna keep these. This one's one of my favorite colors from Milani. This one's called Teddy Bear. It's such a pretty brownie nude. It is a new one from Rare Beauty. I absolutely love this color, so I am keeping this one. These are very pretty, and the shade is really pretty, and it's new, so I'm keeping. One of my all-time favorite liquid lipsticks, and it smells like a gingerbread man, and I love this. I am gonna keep that. This is old and used up, but I love this shade. This one's in the color Dazed, but I am gonna repurchase because it's so pretty. Really wanted to love these, but the shades are just not flattering on my skin tone, so I'm gonna give these up. These are actually very pretty. I gotta use them more often. This is the only one I have of the shade. I'm gonna keep that one. More Jaclyn Hill nudes, but I am gonna keep them because they're all so pretty. Absolutely love this one, and I'm gonna purchase the big size. This is the Pillow Talk 2. I'm not a fan of the 1, but I love the 2. Good old MAC Days. This one is like my favorite. Beautiful grungy purple. I love Rare Beauty, but for some reason this is not it for me. It doesn't give me a flattering look. I'm gonna give this one up. The Milani one is new, so I am keeping this one. I do really love the glossy tinted moment that it gives. These are new, so I am gonna keep both. These I'm gonna get in more shades because they're just so beautiful. They taste so good too. I love it. You don't eat these, you just smack your lips on them. This is legit, and this is like worth all the hype. It really is that good. I got all of these literally because of the hype, and they are really that good, so I am going to keep all of these. This is also new, so I'm going to keep that. And I love this lip stain from e.l.f., so I'm going to buy more of these shades. Much more organized. I'm running out of this one, so I am using these both up. I'm going to keep those. This is a random brush cleaner type of thing. I don't use this, so I'm tossing out. I have my contacts here for some reason. This should be in my bathroom, so I'm taking this out. I'm absolutely keeping this one. It is stunning, and it's Natasha Denona. This is too expensive. What a memory. This is such a pretty palette. I am keeping it because it is so pretty. This is just too warm for me, so I'm giving this one up. This is the first one, the original, when it came out years ago, and I love this palette. As you can see, I use it a lot. Keep this one, definitely. It's an OG. It's this one here from Morphe. I am gonna give up. Morphe is just not my thing anymore. I don't really reach for this often, so I'm gonna give this one away. I'm gonna give this one up. I don't use this one. I don't reach for it often. I just feel like these big palettes are just not my thing anymore. I was Morphe obsessed. Weren't we all? A very nice neutral palette. I am gonna give this one up. These are like the Vault collection palette or whatever. I'm gonna keep a few of these. Very pretty. But I feel like a lot of these shades, I have them in other palettes, so I am gonna give this one up. Very stunning, but I don't know. I'll give it up. This one's very punky, and I absolutely will use this for my punk rock looks because I go to concerts a lot. One of my best friends gave this to me, and I will always keep it because it is just so stunning. This is gonna go to someone else because I never grabbed for this ever. So. Milani's, do you guys remember this? Oh, so pretty. I'm keeping this up. This one is the Pure Passion palette. They're beautiful, so I am gonna keep those both. I'm gonna definitely keep this one. The formula is just so beautiful in all of these. I actually really love this one for the sparkle. Very pretty palette, so I'm gonna keep that one. I'm gonna keep this because this is pretty new that I bought. This is literally old, so I'm tossing that out. This is a new mascara that I'm gonna be using. This one is so old, but I love this one from Bare Minerals. These are new, so I'm gonna keep this one. These lip liners from Jaclyn Hill, I absolutely do love those, so I am gonna keep these lip liners. This NYX lip liner, I don't like it at all. I don't like the color, don't like the consistency. This is being tossed out. I've used up quite a lot, and it's old, so I'm gonna toss it out. Love this one, gotta repurchase. This one's old here, Wet n Wild. Gotta toss this one out, but I love the breakup proof liner. Don't reach out for this lip liner ever, so I'm gonna give this one up. This is random, and I don't even know what that is. All right, so we have organized my little vanity. We have much more space. Everything is like so much more organized. We got like more space. All right, guys, that was it for my declutter video. Whew, I'm sweating. There was so much stuff to declutter. I didn't realize it was that much stuff. But anyways, thank you again so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.